Hello, we are joined with the lovely Judi Love, the award-winning comedian who has just performed her set at The Funny Business on the 1st of February at the Hilton in Bournemouth. How are we feeling today, Judi?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little bit hungry, I can't lie, but I'm feeling good. Amazing audience, fantastic atmosphere, and lovely venue. So I'm nice. Yeah.
It's alright, innit? It's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. And I'm here with you, girl.
Stop it. Stop it. This is the highlight, isn't it? You're going to the after party then in a bit.
I am. I had to order my food. Been on a whole vegan diet for the week.
We've just witnessed all of this, can I just say?
We have, but I am now having a vegetarian stir fry.
I genuinely applaud.
I know. I was on the verge of ordering my salt and pepper chicken wings, but I said no meat. It's all vegetarian.
Can confirm by Nicole. Anyway, so how did you find out about The Funny Business? How did you get involved with this company in particular?
Well, I think it was Busy. Busy's the guy's name, isn't it? Busy contacted me to do a performance. I think I did the first one here in Bournemouth maybe a year or so ago, a much smaller venue. And I think I knew a few other people who had done it. He actually contacted me a couple of years back, and I wasn't available, and then finally got onto the show. So that's how I found out about it. And I knew a few other comedians that had come down and done it. So it was a nice gig, you know, it was out of the area.
Yeah.
People really appreciate the comedy, promoter's nice. And if you go there, you know, on the right day, especially in the summertime, you can stay and it's just a nice area. So, yeah, that's how I found out about it.
So you haven't been to Bournemouth before?
Once before. Before that, never been. And he'd contact me online and I was like, don't know if it's real.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I have to big him up because he was persistent and he came back even though I wasn't available, and I said, I'm not available maybe for a year, and he came back, wasn't available for another 6 months. He came back and he was persistent and stuck to his words, and that's why I honoured it and came down and performed.
Fair play, that's loyalty right there, ladies and gentlemen. Loyalty. Definitely. So, going back now to the early days, why did you choose this particular career path? What made you think, shit, do you know what, comedy might be for me?
It's just one of those things that a lot of people always say to me, you're so funny, but bantering with your girls is different. It's a bit different.
Yeah. 300 people in the audience, isn't it? That's
what I'm saying. I was like, okay, I can funny with my girls, but to sit down and write a joke. And then I just started doing open mics, and I wasn't sure. I went to Barbados, came back, hosted my friend's wedding, and from there it just started going. And I did a competition and won that, and in 2014, and I just kept on going. I've always wanted to do entertainment. I can't lie, it's always been about entertainment. I remember watching Whoopi Goldberg when I was young and thinking like, oh my god, do you know what I mean? I want to do something like that. But I never thought it was open to someone like me. It's only now in my adult age that I've like, okay, yeah, I could have done this when I was young, but I didn't know.
It's a confidence thing as well.
Yeah, confidence thing, and I didn't know like about drama schools, acting schools. I didn't have no understanding about it. So it's really important that we talk to our children about these other creative roles, or just anything that they're interested in doing, because your mind is the biggest thing that will stop you from pushing in your goals, because the fear or not knowing. So I just genuinely didn't know that was something like someone like me could actually pursue and do.
Because you went to drama school?
Well, I went to Identity Drama School for about 6 months.
What's the difference between, what is Identity?
Well, Identity Drama School, it has got a higher population of ethnic minorities, black British actors that have, a lot of people there from, so bad. Are you going to edit this, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel, what's his name? So bad.
Daniel.
From Star Trek.
Who?
From Star. So, yeah.
For him. Yeah,
they've had
that one.
Actors come out from there, and it gives an opportunity for black actors to really learn the graft and ethics of being an actor. So, and it was in London, in East London, in Boston. So yeah, that was where my first acting performance was. I'd always thought
no regrets.
No, I always thought I want to be an actress. I want to be an actress. I don't think I did not in my wildest dreams when I was young think about being a comedian. No.
sometimes the best things come from that.
Yeah, I know. So I still definitely want to dabble in the acting. Yeah, right. I thought she's nice.
2020, I'm coming for you. So, talk to us about your first ever gig. How did you break through the comedy industry?
My first ever gig was done with comedy school.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like a 6-week course, learned about how to stand on the stage. And it's more about confidence building. A lot of people that did the comedy school were like motivational speakers or worked for big corporate companies. I remember being there saying I want to be a comedian. And my first performance was with them in a nice little pub. I think maybe about 100 people. And when I look back on the video, I so didn't know what I was doing. I was really talking through the jokes. So instead of having punchline, I was setting it up and telling them what actually happens. So, but it's amazing to see the work that I've put in, and I've really learned about who I am on stage, and that's what's really important. You've got to kind of learn who you are on stage.
Otherwise, it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah,
anyone can tell a joke.
But if you, I didn't really know who I was on stage until I'd say the last year and a half. I feel like I know who I am on stage.
And how many years have you been doing it for now?
Since 2000, I'll say 13.
Right.
So maybe 40 minutes.
No,
4 years, 4.5 years, 5 years.
Sorry, it's still in 2017. 6 years left.
Oh, in 19 years.
Yeah, we're getting that going up. Anyway, so tell me why. What makes your content on stage unique from the thousands of other comedians out there?
Well, I talk about stuff that generally happens to me. I talk about stuff that's generally in my mind. And from my perspective, and I just try to be as real as possible. I hope that my comedy brings some form of unity, and it doesn't matter what background, what class, what age, what ethnicity, that there's always something for us to kind of laugh about together. That's what I think. What makes it unique about it is that it's me delivering it. The one like Judi Love.
There's only one you.
There's only one me. So I think, just, being a woman, black woman, as I get on stage, when you get on stage, unfortunately, people just look at what they see. And they see a woman, they see a black woman, they see big hair, big eyes. And I suppose those are the things that I kind of, I allow people to get indulged with and explore, and then they're like, oh, she's girl next door kind of thing. And just,
relatable.
Yeah, that's the word, relatable. And I think that's a beautiful thing because I've met so much different people since I've been doing comedy, and people that I would never expect to have that connection with previously, but through comedy I can, and I can't tell you how much of an amazing experience it is.
So you don't think you're going to steer towards anything else now? This is you.
I think that I will do some acting. I'm definitely writing some stuff. Hopefully for TV. I will definitely do films. Definitely, and putting that into the universe. Hollywood. Yeah. So yeah, acting, writing, and I will be doing like my one-woman show. But comedy is always the base. Comedy is where I go to. Like I could be feeling down, I could be tired. Like today was a 7-hour journey, but I was like, I'm gonna get here. And then when I got on the stage, all of that disappeared. So I can't give that up. I can't. All the other things that I do, filming, acting, writing, it doesn't have that same feeling as...
Comedy is your passion.
Yeah, when you stand up there and you can just be and just engage. It's such a hard work, but it's a beautiful thing.
Worth it. Because you've worked on ITV shows before, haven't you?
Yes, I've done also Pranksters, Sorry I Didn't Know, and they were like one-off pilots for Black History Month. I've done Comedy Central, Drunk History. Go and watch my Drunk History. I must say it's one of the best.
I feel like a bit of self-promo.
Yeah, definitely. I've done some stuff for Channel 5. I just recorded something for Channel 5 the other day. But I've done some other stuff on Channel 5, and yeah, hopefully you see me a bit more on TV.
But this is your favourite thing, isn't it, to do? Clearly, here with the funny business, I feel like this is the highlight.
Yeah, of
your
course.
career. The
Bournemouth
absolute
is
thing.
the lick. You guys were
We're going Lost later, yeah?
Yeah, we're going Lost. I know we're Lost soon, but we're going Lost.
Lost is where the action happens.
Whoa!
You've heard it here first.
There goes my vegan sauce. I'm gonna have a bit of meat. I'm gonna have a bit of meat, I am.
4 in the morning, she's going fucking chicken
I
corner.
was expecting Bournemouth to have a different accent.
I'm from Essex.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean, Bournemouth? But I don't think Bournemouth in general, people from Bournemouth don't generally have any kind of accent whatsoever. Not that I've realised.
I was expecting them to have an accent.
Like what?
I don't know that Bournemouthy.
Bournemouth. I don't know what Bournemouth is, but I know. Fucking hell. Right. moving on. Right. Fucking hell, you're a nightmare. You are. Right, what can I want to ask
Well, they were
you?
saying the other day that in London, they were saying people from Croydon have a different accent to people in London. And we're just...
Yeah.
Which is weird. I don't get that.
But London is so full of different districts and it's so
I suppose.
densely populated. Bournemouth's just Bournemouth.
Okay, I'm going to talk to some Bournemouth people and see if I can find out if I've got an
Oh,
accent.
you got to go Lost then, ain't you?
Lost. Is it Lost or Lost?
Lost. Lost.
So she's
I'm
taking-
going tomorrow, actually.
She's taking me somewhere called Lost. I'm going to be back in London.
It is a bit
Lost.
of... I'll get a table like this next Friday.
Promoting them.
Yeah.
Hello, give the damn table.
You've heard it here, please. Next Friday if you're around. Anyway. Okay. I want to know, this is just me generally. Have you had any bad experiences on stage in terms of, when I think of comedians, I think, what if people don't laugh, what if people don't understand, what if people don't engage? How do you know what kind of content is going to attract a particular audience, and how do you know what I mean, prioritise what goes into your shows?
Yes, I've had bad. Every comedian has had bad. Everyone's had when you start out, you get on that stage, and the worst bit is when you do a joke that you've done before, and then people cry and laugh, and you do it, and they're like, oh shit. But it's a learning curve. If you don't have that, then you won't push harder. And if you don't come out of your comfort, so I can do my 20 minutes, 40 minute set, I more do sets, but then like yesterday I host, and I was nervous because I don't host as much. But you have to do those things to kind of push out of your comfort zone. Or when you're doing your 20 minute sets, you drop in a few new jokes to see how it goes. And then you just brush your shoulders off and get back up again. That's the name of the game. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the game. The thing is, the longer you've been in the game, or the more you understand comedy, you might know better how to deliver your jokes and to sandwich it. But it doesn't mean you can control...
Doesn't change the audience's reaction.
Yeah, like you'll be able to, I suppose, real top comedian, you'll be able to control the audience to a certain extent. But you just never know that day. You might have someone who heckle, that audience don't relate to you. So it's just being able to know and look at your audience and have a little opener that can kind of gauge, where the audience is from and what they're feeling about you, and address maybe you as soon as you get on stage. That's what I'm trying to do.
Fair enough. So what did you take from today's audience then?
That they were up for it. I think what I took for it was when I got on stage, obviously the people that know me were like, ooh, the people that don't know me were like, well, see what she's gonna be like, and then I just was trying to be me.
That's all you can do at the end of the day.
They like it.
Oh, bless you. I'm glad it went well. What kind of advice can you give?
So you think it went well, yeah?
Shut up, I went there, love. What kind of advice can you give to upcoming comedians who do want to break through?
I would say to upcoming comedians who do want to break through, write, perform, get on that stage. Even when you get on the stage and you feel like you're not getting anything back, keep going, keep writing. Use your social media as well. Social media's been good, but don't get fixated on social media to the point where you're only doing videos and you're not performing. You need to be able to do your videos and perform at the same time. In the sense of, because doing a video and being funny is completely different to standing up in front of an audience and engaging with them. Perform, perform. That's what I'd say. Perform and write. Keep developing and writing. And you might write 5 minutes, but that same 5 minutes, pick one of those jokes and extend the joke. And then you'll have 10 minutes. And then extend it, and then you have 15. And find someone, pick someone that you look at as a idol or you respect, and study them, understand them, look at their journey. And it takes a few years until you find out who you are on stage. And then when you find out who you are on stage, just to keep developing that.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. What upcoming gigs have you got in future?
I have got. I'm doing something big with Comedy Store. Like, it was on Live Nation. I know. Yeah.
Confused.com.
Are you confused? Live Nation promotes thousands of concerts and all sorts of
stuff.
stuff. Yeah. So it was on that. I think it was at Chester Comedy Store, which is a renowned comedy club. I've got my own show on the 30th of March. At the Shaw Theatre in Houston, London. Mother's Day special, 30th of March, get your tickets, okay? Early birds are sold out, only got standard tickets left. And comedy, Carry On Comedy in Ibiza.
When are you going?
Yeah.
When are you going? I'm flying up.
May the 5th.
Oh, I'm working out there.
Are you?
I'm doing full time.
Yeah, so I'm doing that. I've got a lot of stuff. I just finished the London Critics Award, which I was the first female and black person to ever host the show after 39 years. So just met Tiffany Haddish the other day. I was with Alan Carr last night.
Nice. What drink did he open up his barbecue? And
He's so funny. He's so funny. And I've got a BBC Radio London show every Wednesday 8 till 10 p.m. where we talk about a number of topics, and I've got my own Real Talk show every Tuesday on Facebook Live 8 till 10 p.m. So keep watching.
That's amazing. Will you be working with the Funny Business again?
Of course I'll be working with the Funny Business. I think Bournemouth is becoming like one of those places that I love to come.
Sick.
Yeah, well, I love to come and gig. So big up the Funny Business. You guys are a great promotion, a great event. I will come every time. Listen, even if I'm not performing and I'm in the area, I will come.
She's coming to Lost.
Coming to Lost. But shout out to Funny Business Entertainment. You know what's nice about them? They bring different comedians from different areas and just really try to go for quality. I'm not just saying that because I'm on it. But what I'm saying is, it's not the same old. It's real rich comedy. So if you're a comedy lover, come to Funny Business. It's the lick!
Wow, she said it. We've been here with Judi Love at the Funny Business on the 1st of February. Check out the website for any future gigs. And thanks for listening, guys.
We got the hot pot here.
Woo! Enjoy Chinese.
I will.